back at Little Creek Bee Ranch. Meanwhile, so we're setting up a tripod to film since I'm by myself. Let's see if I can do it justice. See the swarm left there. And get my gear all set. Could be a cast with a virgin queen, not the original swarm. Original swarm with the old queen first out, that's the swarm. Any others with virgins coming out are called casts. I'm going to put them in a little fry frame nuke. They're getting fidgety. We have a plug on the porch, and we're just going to tape it to make sure it doesn't come off. We'll catch them now, open them, release them early in the morning tomorrow. Clipping secondary limbs. If this is somebody else's tree, always be sure to ask permission before you cut. This is my tree, so I give Kendall permission to cut. People get sensitive. A little bit of sugar water inside. making it easier to handle. I'm going to have to block your view a second. Successful cut. Let you see. I'm just going to lay it on the box and then I will come move the camera. Make sure if you're holding, you're over the box. Dropping them in the grass is not a good idea. Okay. It's all right. Whoa. Hang Jeff. By myself. Where's my videographer? She's at her job. Yo. Check it out. Okay, and try to work them off gently. Now we got lots of bees up on the tree, say lots, flurrying. If I had some Lysol, the queen pheromone's still up there, see? If I had some Lysol, I'd spray on the tree, but I'm out. Got to get a bottle. Generic Lysol. So we're going to work them off. Make sure you don't see a queen running around. These are scout bees that are coming back. And I have a feather. And this time I'm not going to focus on catching the queen because I'm going to trap her up for a day. Anyway, I want this limb out. When you lay a limb down, the weight shifts and the queen feels that. She can come squirting out the side. She's disoriented and she'll quickly find her way to dark. So if you're after the queen, you need to remember that. This isn't fast. Beekeepers have a tendency to be too quick. I slow my mind down and trust the bees. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what you've given them. They're not stupid. They're like excited kids. Okay, what I'm looking at is the bees here and here. They're pooching their Nosinoff gland out and telling their sisters, come home, the house is here, the queen is here. So I suspect she's already dove down, boom. As they're calling their sisters home, releasing their Nosinoff smell. Bees over here, which is okay. We're just kind of guiding the bees. This is a good lesson. I tend to just try to go slow. You don't want to inadvertently dump a queen off to the side. After a little bit, they'll figure that out. They'll come running out of that box. After a while, we'll shoo these bees out of the tree. Sinking down. This is 5 frames and I'm out of comb. I got 4 frames that just have a little ribbon of a strip, and then the center one's got foundation, so that's all I got to work with. Spritz in here. Okay, now that's got queen pheromone on it, and I really do want it to go far away, far away. Now, I'm reading the bees on top. Pooch fanning, and I kind of let the bees tell me they're ready to close up. Make sure they get down. Come on, girls. Okay. All right. Done. Now, is it always that easy? 99.9% of the time. Can you goof and screw it up? 100% of the time. So these bees will go back home. I just want to look and make sure I don't have a lost queen running around. They will go back home. And there's bees around the box. This is a 5-frame nuke box. The bottom back side is screened. So they got air. They got food in their tummy for a day. Tomorrow morning I gotta let them out. I'll open the porch a smidge. Everybody's kind of nervous. Always a strap for safety. Messing with the straps harder than getting the bees in. Ah. Okay, that's just for the ride in the wagon. Bees caught. There's probably a couple of dozen bees up here in the tree. Now, what I do want to know I always assume there may be a queen in the grass, you know. So I'm going to step out of the way here a second. Yep. See the cart? If you can see the cart. A lifesaver for us. I usually work by myself. I don't like bringing the truck down. $140 cart at Atwood's, a great investment. Bees are tucked in, a couple of dozen flurrying. Some of the bees will actually follow us to where we're going. Look in the grass. Don't assume anything. There's been more than a few times I've found a queen in the grass and the girls will take her and shove her right down to the dirt and protect her. So if you see bees in the mud or dirt, they're covering a queen up. Okay. Okay. What did that take? 19 minutes. That's pretty cool. Go up here. Now, I don't know if you can see the bees in the tree just flurrying. They smell the queen pheromone. You have to acknowledge the queen pheromone. I mean, right there's the little nuke. They're confused. Bees operate by scent. It's not a terrible, we're not having a terrible problem. They're confused. I want you to learn. So if I had some Lysol, I just shake the tree and spray it and cover up the scent for queen pheromone. Now, over the next day or two, there would be, where's the finger? A dobble of bees, maybe the size of a couple of golf balls, sitting right there, and they'll hang there for a couple of days or 3. They're okay. They'll find their way back to the house, to their original house. They know where they came from, so don't so much worry about them. And I think, well, my guess is, I don't know, they came from, as a caste, came from this colony right there. Wait a minute, but didn't that one just throw off a swarm? Yeah, they did. There can still be queens loose in there, multiple virgins, and now they're getting their bearings, sorting out their issues. Bees operate on a principle of balance. As long as they have a mother queen, workers and drones, nectar, pollen, larvae, all the pieces, they're balanced. In a swarm process, about a month long, takes about a month, they're all kinds of out of balance. So they want to get balanced again. This is how bees work. In balance, something happens, they get thrown out of balance, and they go nutso. Okay, let me move you over. If you can see, the bees are gathering up under the underside of the lid. This is a really basic lesson. So they're gathering up, whoops, right into there. That's okay. They can smell their queen. Now I hope they can't come out, but I think they're kind of gathering up there. It's okay. Don't panic. I assume I got the queen. She's down inside. I didn't see her. I just read the body language of the bees and they said, come in, everybody come in. So what I'm doing is letting the nuke sit here for a little bit. The bees in the air that I just showed you are finding this box. They can go along in the ride. So don't get in a hurry. I know as a new beekeeper, it's all exciting and our mind is going a million miles an hour. Slow down, take a deep breath, enjoy the moment. They're just looking for a home. That's all. It's real simple. That was their first stop, likely. They're looking for a home. So the beekeeper gave them a home. I love to watch the body language, the attitude. Learn to read the bee attitude. Now, also while I'm looking at this, right above over here is a Russian cyan. Right here. And there's some bees that are gathering up underneath that Russian cyan. Let me go have a look. Okay, so what they were doing, I had sprayed some Swarm Commander back on that cyan. Oh, it's been a couple of weeks ago or more, and they still smell it. So Swarm Commander is just what it says. The scent commands the bees to come to a spot. It's the Nasanov smell to them. Come here, let's all go here. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the lesson off and move some bees. If you got questions, give us a shout. If you'd like to learn more about sustainable beekeeping and our process of sustainable beekeeping, check out our personal advisor program, littlecreekbeeranch.com. Personal advisor program, that's our private coaching system. There's a whole list of benefits there that's significant to the student. You can check that out, see if you like that. Give us a shout if you have questions. Later.